Today, we're going to do a reading using little eggs. We're going to read our darling Sadie's energy
for the upcoming year.
For the upcoming year.
That's right.
And then we're going to do each other.
Mm-hmm. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Welcome to Big Apple Mountain Tarot. We're going to do something special today. We're going to talk about Ovomancy. So it's readings done through eggs. Mm-hmm. I kind of think like everybody does this. It's kind of like a worldwide tradition.
I think that people do it and then they forget it and then they do it again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My mother does it. My grandmother did it. And I also think, it's all over the world.
Well, we used to balance the egg on the equinox.
Yes.
You know, that's what I remember from childhood. My dad used to do that.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a little holiday fun.
Mm-hmm.
Often this is done to kind of like do a little fortune telling for the year. Mm-hmm. And I think you can kind of really do it on a lot of occasions and whenever
it's really loose, and it's really good to just keep your mind completely open when reading them, right?
Yeah.
Just completely open. And just stream of consciousness, just, pick out what comes to you.
Yes.
But you have to be very open and non-judgmental about it.
Yeah.
And use the right vessel.
And it's a fun one because it's really intuitive because there's no pictures like tarot or unlike astrology.
It's like cloud reading.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like cloud reading. And use a vessel that's kind of large. If you have only a cup, you can use a glass.
Right.
But it's good to give the egg plenty of room, to dragon out. Yeah.
Okay, Mike, would you like to pick an egg out of our basket?
Will. No, we've already done one for Sadie.
Yeah, we already did one for Sadie.
Sadie, you're going to set your intentions for the year, all right? You're going to channel all your bravery and let go of all your fear. All of your fear. And you're gonna become a playful being, an intelligent, playful being. That's right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna gather all of your spiritual energy, right? And then what we do is we, with these vessels, we crack the egg into the water. And with the water, I suppose, because it's a sacred element, you channel your intentions into the water, since we could affect the molecular composition of water itself with just our intentions.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's good to use that, because it's like amniotic fluid for the egg. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we put the vessel in a dark space.
Yes, we do.
Overnight.
And
then in the morning, it's like Christmas again. You wake up, you go into the cupboard, and you see what the egg is saying for the year. That one, that's Sadie's egg. This is my egg.
Okay.
And
then this is my egg. So you want to kind of give a little bit of time with the egg, let it warm up in your hands.
Hold it on your chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Start up here. So fragile.
I know, it's so fragile. I love eggs.
I love eggs too.
Now, these are store-bought eggs.
Yeah.
I kind of almost think it would be great to have your own little chickens that laid eggs.
Wouldn't life be a dream?
Wouldn't life be a dream? But these are store-bought eggs, and I think they're absolutely fine for it. We're using some warm-ish water, like warm...
Tepid.
Tepid
room
water,
temperature.
Not cold. You don't want it to be ice cold. You don't want to shock the egg. Also, it's got to be a room temperature egg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it has to go into storage in a room temperature. It can't go into the fridge.
No.
It has to be in just a room temperature, dark space.
Yes.
To germinate.
Yay.
Who cracks first?
I think I'll crack first because you chose yours first.
Good.
Okay. So now we have. No, this one we're doing for
That's
Sadie. So I'm doing this one for me.
Yeah.
And so as you're cracking the egg, you really kind of want to like imagine the question that you're having coming out.
Ooh, well done.
Thank you. And so it takes a little bit to develop as the white is floating through the water. And so you just kind of put it to the side for a bit.
Okay.
Turn this mic.
Okay. Another question. Yay. Yay. There it goes.
Interesting.
Okay. No. This is mine.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
There.
Okay, now this is for our beautiful puppy. We can do this together.
Sadie, but yeah, we got to kind of, we kind of have to add to it too.
Right, of course.
Yeah, and you add to it too. And her eggs have been incredible as a development.
Yeah, no, it's been
because
totally...
she's a dog, so
it's been super interesting.
Very interesting. The first one was a double yolk.
And she was a puppy, maybe a couple weeks old, and barely kind of even like congealed as a little living entity.
Massive cells,
right? And then we did it a couple weeks later, I think maybe like 6 months later. Yeah, that's yours, Sadie.
Egg.
And the egg was a single egg, and it was kind of like like low on the cup. And then
Nothing happening.
Nothing happening. But she was still a baby, and there wasn't much there.
Yeah, we thought it was so unusual, though. Nothing at all happening.
No.
And then the next one, the following one, there was the tiniest tendril.
Just this little connection coming up.
So we're gonna do hers now, right?
Yeah, you can crack it.
Okay, thanks, babe. Beautiful. This goes over here. All right, that's hers.
And that is hers. Okay.
And she's licking my eggy fingers.
But as you can already see, there's stuff happening there. We're going to put this in a dark place for 24 hours with our individual eggs. And then we're going to revisit it.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
In the future.
Bye.
Okay, so this was the egg I did for myself with the question on what my creative energies are going to be like for this upcoming year of 2023. I feel pretty good about it. There's a strong A-frame shape. If you'll notice, the yolk is kind of slid over to the side of the container, which gives me the idea that there's a little bit of kind of finding my way, like a little kid trying to figure out how to swim. But this strong A shape is very interesting. It's almost like a little thin kind of here. Here is Sadie's egg. Always interesting to do an animal, especially a beautiful, intelligent dog. Mike was just saying that he kind of sees this little area here on the left like a dog house, talking about security, but there's a tall kind of antenna coming up.
That was her last egg, too.
Yep, her
last egg had just the antenna.
Yeah, her last egg was just this little antenna coming up, which I interpreted as being her kind of outreach to humanity and kind of her intelligence.
Well, her first 3 eggs had not much going on.
Nope.
And I thought, well, that's her soul waiting to come into her little dog body.
Oh, dog body.
Yeah.
This is the egg for Mike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I asked a question of just generic peace for the year. Is it going to be a more peaceful year, a more active year, frightening year? And the answer that the egg gave me was, look in the mirror, you know, and is it ever? And there are ways through chaos, but it takes matching the frequency of the moment.
Yeah.
With, you know, what you're bringing in too. So the egg is centered. If you look from above, nice and centered. There's a bit of chaos and confusion above the egg, but then there are 2 distinct hollows in there.
Yeah.
So there are multiple paths through the chaos, but it takes centering.
It takes centering.
Yeah.
There's a lot of oxygen in this,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed that your yolk is a little unlevel.
Well, thank you. Yeah, a little unlevel.
A little unlevel.
I think that means I could do a little more yoga.
Perhaps a little bit more yoga
A little
to
something.
center your yolk.
How's about that?
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
But this is Ovomancy 101. Really fun, super intuitive way of just kind of giving a reading into the energies. I think it's kind of a good idea to document it, and that way you can look back.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful egg, Mike.
It is a little lopsided though. Yeah. I think I need to balance my diet and drink less milk and dairy and, you know.
Maybe, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Resolutions. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video.
So this is your egg. Yeah, she gave it a
Yes,
little kiss.
Little kiss, yes.